direct from the heart of Africa. If you're watching this program for the first time, this is the place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'm bringing on a very, very important guest to at the top that will be dealing today, which is on cryptocurrency and the African community. And as you know, cryptocurrency is the new form of digital visual currency that has taken the world by storm. And it's something that is very, very important. And it is it has not become a phenomenon. Today, we would like to find out how African people and can take advantage of this. And of course, what is cryptocurrency? And my friend here is a very staunch advocate of African spirituality and cryptocurrency. And I would like to him to tell us about this very subject so that we can know more about it. So please,
Mhm.
yeah, up to handle. Can you please introduce yourself and talk about your projects, your cryptocurrency projects, specifically the TACC project for poverty alleviation in Africa?
Thank you very much, Big Brother Mr. Ife, for having me on your show. My name is Ortyom Aondo, and I'm from Nigeria, currently in Ghana
Okay.
to spread the message of cryptocurrency. And I happen to be like my big brother, if I rightly observe, I happen to be a staunch advocate of African spirituality. And uh, cryptocurrency is a new trend and it's one of the new technologies that is taking the world by storm. And I'm not a fan of Bill Gates, but because those are the oligarchs that have plunged our continent or the world into what it is today. But he said something. Somebody said at least a clock is right twice a day. So he said, if you want to know where the world is going, if you want to know if you want to get ahead in life, you need to know where the world is going and then get there first. So
Mhm.
the first cryptocurrency that gave birth was Bitcoin, and the white paper came out in August 2008, and the Genesis block started functioning in 2009. The founder of Bitcoin was a group of people or a person known as Satoshi Nakamoto, and they founded Bitcoin. Nobody knew who or what they were, but Bitcoin started like a joke. It was called different names. It was called 666 by the church. It was called a money laundering platform by the government. But along the line, as time goes on, as the years goes on, crypto and Bitcoin began to gain traction. It began to gain the attention of the world. People who were members of the Bitcoin communities started educating the world about the potential of the new monetary system, new as cryptocurrency. And one of the reason why Satoshi invented Bitcoin was because of the evil system that has been put in place by the oligarchs, because Satoshi observed that the system was put in place to suck our life force. This system is put in a place in the sense that the only way you can prosper is either you are a thief, because how can somebody people cannot really live well on minimum wage. So the system is designed in a way that the poor are getting poorer and the rich are getting richer. So Satoshi said, no, this system cannot be sustainable. So he invented Bitcoin and gave it to the world. So as of 2010, one Bitcoin was around 0.003 of a cent. So, but as time goes on, Bitcoin started gaining traction. And today, as I speak to you, I didn't check this morning, but yesterday I checked and Bitcoin was around $64,235 thereabout. So this is something that started like a joke, and along the line today is gaining more traction, and it's been adopted by companies, it's been adopted by countries. I happened in 2010. I happened to be in SS SS is it SS. I think I happened to be in SS3, and That was when I happened to open my Facebook account. And one thing with me is that I'm very tech savvy and I like exploring the internet. So when Facebook came out, somebody said there's this new technology that is out. And I said, what is the technology's name? The person said it is Facebook. And I said, okay. So back then I was not having a smartphone. I just went to a cyber cafe. I bought 1 hour time on cyber cafe, and I started browsing to know more about Facebook. And I registered my first Facebook account. And till today, I'm still using that Facebook account. My big brother here is my friend on that Facebook account. You can check. I opened that Facebook account in 2010. So I was saying that if somebody have just told me about Bitcoin in 2010, I know myself, I will have getting involved. And in 2010, with your smartphone, you can solve a captcha and 10 Bitcoin. 10. So who knows today? Maybe somebody have just given me that simple information in 2010. Today I will have having more than even 500 or even 1,000 Bitcoin. So, but we in the TACC community, we have observed what Bitcoin has done, and we have said we need to come up with something that will benefit our people, because we have understood that any technology that comes out, it is people that don't look like you and I that get to dominate the space. Examples of such technology are, today we make use of Facebook, we make use of Instagram, we make use of YouTube, we make use of TikTok, we make use of WhatsApp, we make use of Telegram. Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook is being owned by one company called Meta, headquartered in San Francisco, and TikTok is headquartered in China. And the same thing with YouTube and Google are being owned by the same entity. So, and then you ask the question: where are Africans technology? What are Africans producing in forms of technological when it comes to technology or anything that has to do with the internet? You find out that there's nothing. The Chinese are the ones that control TikTok. Yeah, their social media is TikTok. So we have observed that we cannot go on as Africans being users alone. We can't just be consumers. We
I
also have to
agree.
be creators. Yes, we also have to be creators. We also have to control our own economy. And if you look at the cryptocurrency market, the top 10 cryptocurrencies in the market are still not owned or controlled by us. For example, the country with the highest amount of Bitcoin, that is holding the highest amount of Bitcoin, is the United States of America, followed by China, followed by a company in the United States known as MicroStrategy. And now BlackRock have filed for a Bitcoin ETF few months ago, and their ETF is the biggest ETF in the United States currently. So again, the second biggest cryptocurrency, which is known as Ethereum, is headquartered in Switzerland. And the biggest cryptocurrency exchange, which is Binance, is still owned and controlled by Chinese. The second biggest cryptocurrency exchange, known as Coinbase, is still owned and controlled by Coinbase. So we in the TACC community, we said no, we can't still be dominated in this space, because the future of money is digital asset. So we need to come up with something that we too as a people will control, because he who controls money controls everything. You see, somebody said if you want to control a country, control the food supply. If you want to control a continent, control their energy supply. But if you want to control the entire world, then control money. So this is why we are from TACC. TACC is at where Bitcoin was a few years ago. So we started in 2019, and we've been growing. We have membership in 54 countries, and we are still counting. So we are here and this is the reason why I'm in Ghana, to further to further the mass adoption of TACC and to put this coin in the hands of our people.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm very, very happy about your presentation and to hear about the great things that you are doing. One thing I have discovered ever since the inception of the cryptocurrency is that I have kind of tried to study the nature of cryptocurrency. It's a digital currency. This currency does not exist in the physical world. Okay.
Yes.
The nature of it alone, it gives you some kind of certain spiritual components to it. I don't know if it's safe to say cryptocurrency is a spiritual currency. One of the very good qualities I love about it is that it's flexible. It is flexible. It is unrestricted. It is liquid, and its transactions doesn't involve any middleman. It doesn't involve any traditional structures like bank, financial institutions. It's just from pair to pair, just me and you alone. And this is something that cuts out the middleman, cuts out the role of the financial institutions, commissions of any bank or any country. So as a result of that, it is liquid. It is very, very it is something that you can carry anywhere, you can hide it anywhere. You don't have to. It's only in the cyberspace that is existing.
Yeah.
So this nature gives it this spiritual component of being having the health not being able to be controlled. Although it's having its negative side as well, it has its positive side. But the nature of it alone makes it a kind of spiritual money that have the capacity to travel anywhere at the speed of light. And this is something that is unique. And as a result of that, the traditional financial system that the Western world have used of called capitalism, poor and depleting all the natural resources in the planet and making some people rich while some people very poor. It does not work with the space of cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency have the capacity to make everybody store their value of wealth in the virtual world, whereby it will be safe from the hands of anybody that is trying to take that wealth away from them. So based on this, I see that the spiritual currency that have a high capacity of flexibility, and it is very, very volatile as well. So what are the implications of this? The implications is that if somebody can control this kind of currency or have a larger share of it, that person have the capacity to be very, very, very rich and unrestricted, whereby he will have a very large store of wealth, and nobody can really take it away from him or tell them what to do. They can do anything they want to do with it. In that case, they'll be so powerful, and they can even be unstoppable. So this is one of the advantages of it. This is why I believe African people should have their own cryptocurrency coin, because other people have theirs. Bitcoin is there, I would say Ethereum is there. We have other currencies that are out there that people trade. The US is there. I do some of this trading myself due to the fact that I travel a bit and I sometimes maybe send money back home. There's this stress that you have to go to bank or you go to Western Union, you have to fill out the form, they ask you sort of questions. Sometimes it's very, very oppressive, abusive. And sometimes they'll just say act like, no, we don't send money to Nigeria. They do this a lot in Asia. You want to send money from Thailand, you can't send it to Nigeria. You can't send it from many Asia in Laos. You can't send many countries. You can't send money to Africa, but African can send that. This is not fair. Even in Caribbean countries, when sometimes my students want to pay for my services or my books, there we go. They'll tell them you can't send money from Caribbean island. You can't send it to Nigeria. You can't send money from Trinidad and Tobago. You can't send money from this place. There's a restriction. They cannot send it, or they cannot send more than $100. It is not fair. People should have a way of doing business without a middleman telling them how to live their life or something like that. So there's a kind of financial restriction that they impose on the Western world, and also the way we do our own centralized bank in Nigeria. If you notice, especially in Africa, all our central banks are controlled by IMF and World Bank and the Western world. So they tell us what to do. If you don't do this, we don't give you this loan. If you don't do this, do what we say. If you don't accept the gay agenda, you cannot get this money for this. If you don't accept genetically modified food, you don't get this loan. If you don't do this, you don't accept these vaccines, you don't get this loan. All these are they're using to destroy us, to poison us. But with cryptocurrency, if a country invents cryptocurrency and they have a very huge portfolio, nobody can tell them what to do because they have money to finance all their projects. And this is why we must create our own wealth. We must generate our own wealth, and we must protect our own wealth. So cryptocurrency is something that government or private sectors in Africa can adopt to a large extent to generate their own internal wealth and be traded by themselves, whereby the Western world or any third party cannot be able to want to use money to oppress them or to decide their future. So this is a very good thing. That is why I see that it's something we can adopt. But I want to ask you to tell us more of why cryptocurrency is way much better than fiat currency, And why do
Okay.
you think many governments are afraid of cryptocurrency?
Okay. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, you said cryptocurrency is spiritual. I want to I want to speak on that. So you see, money started as on a third dimension, and on the third dimension you can touch something and you can feel it. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
crypto is a fourth dimensional formation.
Asset.
So yes, asset. You can't touch it or feel it. So but just like Facebook is, you can't touch Facebook, you can't touch WhatsApp, but you can make use of them, and they are very, very
Mm-hmm.
powerful. As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, the spirituality behind cryptocurrency is that our spirituality the spirituality behind the fourth dimension is that anything that you cannot touch physically is very, very powerful, and that is why you see
Mm-hmm.
Facebook is very powerful, you see Instagram is very powerful, WhatsApp is very powerful. So it's a fourth dimensional asset. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
However, why the capitalists have why the capitalist few have made tremendous wealth from fourth dimensional platforms like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Telegram, and all these. A few people in cryptocurrency, it brings this wealth to the people. So anybody that loves spirituality should must embrace crypto because it enhances your freedom. And those of us that are in the spiritual
Exactly.
community love freedom.
Yes.
Okay, and this is what enhances your freedom. And you see, you can't if you want to travel to the United States or to Nigeria, you can't take $1 billion worth of gold and travel with it in an aeroplane. It will be
Mm-hmm.
seized. In fact, you become a criminal. You can also take, in fact, the highest amount of money you can work with as an individual between countries is $10,000.
Exactly.
Anything better than that can be seized at the airport. You'll be tagged a criminal.
Mm-hmm.
You see. So, but with cryptocurrency,
Money laundering.
it's in your pocket. You can move with it anywhere around the world. You can transact with it anywhere around the world. You can send $1 billion without any restriction using your smartphone by using cryptocurrency, and nobody will even know that transaction even took place. And if case not taken, maybe the highest money they would charge you is just even $10 as transaction fee. You see, but
Mm-hmm.
you can't do that with Western Union. You can't even
Even bank,
send $1 billion through Western
national
Union
bank,
to
you can't
Nigeria.
do that.
Yes, you can't do that. So it enhances our freedom. It enhances our freedom. Freedom. Those of us that in the spiritual community, it enhances our freedom. It enhances our relationship with one another, and it gives us that ultimate freedom to transact with trust, without any central authority, without the matrix coming in between our affairs. So, and this is why government hates it. One of the things why the matrix hate freedom. The matrix want to control us, and that is why they invented things like draconian rules, like religion, to stifle our freedom. So, but this is cryptocurrency gives you that freedom to transact. It gives you the ability to do business with one another without even seeking permission. You see, back in the days, um, before you could create money, the central bank have to, you can't even create money back in the days as an individual. You have to take permission from the central bank. But with the cryptocurrency has given individuals, for the first time in history, cryptocurrency has given individuals the freedom to create money amongst themselves. So, and let me also give a history as to how money evolved, because this will further give us a better understanding of what cryptocurrency is. You see, when our ancestors started trading with each other, I don't know, can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. Yes.
Okay, when our ancestors started doing business, trading with each other, they started with what we call trade by barter. Okay, trade by barter is a process where you have tomatoes and I'll have pepper. So if I'm in need of your tomato, I'll give you your tomato and you give me your pepper. The trade has been sealed, and along the line, trade by barter could no longer hold water because of what we call the double spend. No, the coincidence of want. What is the meaning of coincidence of fund? Coincidence of fund is a process where I might have tomato, but I might not need your pepper, and you
Mm-hmm.
might have pepper, I might not need my tomato. So something has to come in between to serve as a medium of exchange. That will serve as a medium of exchange. So we invented cowries. In West Africa here, we are meant to understand that salt was used as money, cowries was used as money. even seashells was used as money. And I read a book in the history of money within Nigeria here. I read where they said that in this part of West Africa, around the 15th century, the glass was used as money. So when the Europeans came to Africa and this part of West Africa, and they saw that these people are using glass here as money, and in their place they have a lot of glass. And what did they do? They went back to Europe and imported a lot of glass, and they came to our continent, and, and they started trading with these glasses. So when our ancestors got to understand that, no, these people actually are getting these glasses in enormous numbers, glass is to be used as a medium of exchange. So from cowries, seashells to salt, and all these things, we move to what is known as gold and silver. Okay, and because of because gold and silver can no longer you can go, they are heavy. Gold and silver are heavy to carry about, so and it is very very costly to move them around, to put them on the cart, to put them in the cart, move them around. So along the line, gold failed as a medium of exchange. It became a stone, because, and again, as time goes on, again, we invented coins. You see, in Nigeria, we are no longer using coins, but when I came to Ghana here, they are still using their coins, their 1 naira. So, and now we are now moving, we are then from coins to paper money, which is the naira that we spend, the physical naira that we spend. So now we are moving to that age of cryptocurrency where money will no longer be physical. The same way back in the days where books, for you to get some books, you can you must be physical there. Now books are digital. You see, you can just get most books by Google, by just googling the name of the book and just putting PDF, and the book, you will download the book simply. And back in the days where musicians make their money mostly by selling cassette tapes, by selling video tapes, but now you can easily put your music on Spotify. You can easily put your money on your music on your audio mark on Apple Music, and you'll be earning income as people listen to your music. So it's the same way. All these are fourth dimensional inventions. So money is also going toward that trajectory. So, and again, people that will take advantage of this early invention are people that will benefit. You see, one of the reasons why the Rothschild family are the wealthiest family on earth is because these guys took advantage of gold back in the days. The Rothschild family, these are oligarchs that they control the central banks, they control the Federal Reserve, and one of the last Rothschild family lord, what's his mayor? No, I forgot his name. He died this year, but they are wealthy. What did they do? They took advantage of gold. So we are in that position, we are in that stage where wealth is being transferred. I used to tell people the wealth that is held in the hands of the oligarchs thousands of years is now returning to the hands of people who will take advantage of crypto, because the crypto government cannot ignore it. Government cannot
Yes.
ignore it, and they can also not do without it. Again, they are afraid that when people got to know the power behind this technology, then their power is gone. Back in the medieval times, there was no distinction between the church and government. Okay, so as time goes on, people began to fight, and there became a separation between church and government. It's the same thing that is happening in the cryptocurrency space now. There's going to be a distinction between money and government, because government is too powerful. They are so oppressive, and they don't have the interest of people at heart. So this is the invention that the government are threatening about. And like you rightly said, the IMF, the World Bank, they control all our central banks. They tell us, they dictate to us what to do. If you don't agree to their terms, they don't give you loans. And this is why they are pushing the LGBTQ agenda, because they want to spread the disease of the mind to Africans, and because of this money, some African people, some African countries, or some African presidents are beginning to be their puppets. So these people are directing they are directing the trajectory of the world, because they control money. So now Africa is in that position where if they take advantage of this space now, of this cryptocurrency now, they can do it without even their government. You see, because one thing, the thing is, especially on the African continent, government have reversed the role. instead of the government to fear us and to work for us, we are the ones that are afraid and are working for the government. So if we can take control of the monetary aspect of our lives, then we can be able to reverse that process. We can be able to take our destiny into our hands. And like I said, government don't want a financially independent people. They are afraid because they know once you are financially free, you can't be manipulated. Last year in 2023, I participated in. I'm an obedient, so I have to leave Abuja to travel to my village to go and vote for Peter Obi. When I went there, I just see these people sharing money. I just laughed. When they came to me, I said, how much were they sharing? 1,000 naira. I just laughed. You can't bribe me with 1,000. But people were collecting that money happily and they were selling their vote. So this is what poverty can do. You sell your vote for 500 naira, you sell your vote for 1,000 naira. You see, so government don't like a financially independent people because they know that a financially independent people can be bought. So this is the power that cryptocurrency has, and this is why the government are so trying hard to kill it. Again, when it comes to transfer of money across board, you find it difficult, like we said, to send money through Western Union, through MoneyGram. So there is this person that wanted to buy TACC in the US. He doesn't have a bank account. And what did he do? He just went to a Bitcoin machine and he inserted the $100 bill into the ATM machine and he sent me Bitcoin here in Nigeria and I received it through Binance and he bought TACC with it. This is what the bank, and I asked him why is it that why doesn't he have a bank account? He said they couldn't give it to him because they don't consider him to have some requirement and some is a lot of bureaucratic process and bottlenecks in that old and wicked system. It doesn't give you it tries to make you a slave. So crypto frees you from all these shenanigans and bottlenecks, bureaucratic process that the world has put on our neck to in trying to strangulate us, and this is why they hate it, and this is why we the people must embrace the technology.
I have discovered the cryptocurrency have been of a mess up to the cases of irregular migrants. As an irregular migrant in any country in the world, you have no right. In fact, you are treated as a criminal. You have no right to banking system. They will say you have to have visa, you have to have this to stay in the country. You cannot have access to banks. You cannot have access to medical care. You cannot have access to even buy things or to even work. Or for people to even send you money, you cannot even receive that money in most countries. But with cryptocurrency, irregular migrants that is what they used to be able to survive. People can send them money, their relatives can send them money, and they can use it to exchange or to convert to currencies and then use it in those countries that they are in. So it's a way for people to get out of poverty and to get out of these cases of whereby they will be in a situation where they will have no option that to go into crimes, into human trafficking, sort of things because they don't have access to banking institution in that country. They don't have access to even human right complaint or anything. But cryptocurrency helps a lot of Mediterranean Sea to Europe. When they get there, they don't have access to any banking system because they will say they are illegal migrants. So they cannot even have bank anywhere to store. But with cryptocurrency, they can be able to save money. They can be able to do things. So it's helping a lot to solve problem of poverty, especially in Africa in many places. For people that don't have access to regular traditional banking, you can at least have access to say a way of keeping your money, and it's helping people. And I think the problem is that people don't have much awareness about it, and there's the issue of security. Please, can you tell us about the philosophy of the blockchain technology behind the cryptocurrency infrastructure and how secure it is? The safety net, what people need to know, because now we have issues of cyber crime, whereby many people, due to, I would say, they are cyber they don't have that awareness of how it works. So many of them are susceptible to crimes of other people that have access of this knowledge, hack their wallets steal their money, or they don't even use it. They can
Mhm.
just mistakenly transfer. I want to transfer that money to an address. It will be lost forever.
Mm. All
How can we
right.
solve this problem
Yeah.
of security?
Yes. So the blockchain is the blockchain is a technology that is powering cryptocurrency. In other words, without blockchain, you can't have cryptocurrency. Before the invention of Bitcoin, other people that tried to do what Satoshi Nakamoto did with Bitcoin, but they were unable to do it because they were not having the knowledge to create a blockchain. What blockchain can be used for several activities. Can be used for cryptocurrency, can be used for voting, it can be used for data tracking, it can be used to keep track of a lot of activities. So like I said, before the invention of Bitcoin, a lot of people tried to do what to create a digital cash, a digital currency to unseat the US dollar. A lot of them were even arrested. So what Satoshi Nakamoto did was to solve the double spending problem. And what is the double spending problem? For example, now I can send one picture on WhatsApp to 10 people. Okay, I can send one picture on WhatsApp to 10 people, to 10 different people. So, but with blockchain, you can't send, if that picture is on blockchain, you can't send it to 10 people, you can only send it to one person. Okay, so this is the main breakthrough of blockchain, and the blockchain is so secured, and this is why the government hates it, because it is very, very transparent. Do you know? And they tell you that it is hidden, it is used by criminals. Every activity, every transaction on a blockchain can be traced. Every transaction on a blockchain can be traced. It is public. And if the government should adopt Bitcoin now or cryptocurrency now, they know that they can no longer steal public funds. You know why?
Exactly.
The public, me and you don't have access to central bank database.
Exactly.
We don't even have access to the database of our banks. But you and I can have access to Bitcoin database and the blockchain. We can see everything that is happening on the blockchain. So if a government official is being given a contract of $1 billion and he send that money to another account, we'll be able to track it in real time. It is not hidden.
Yes, you're
So
right.
it is the most secure way of transacting, and it cannot be hacked. Okay, so a lot of people think that cryptocurrency can be hacked. The only thing that can be hacked is a cryptocurrency exchange, or a cryptocurrency wallet that has
Well,
a password. But you can't hack the blockchain, because the transaction is decentralized and is being saved on different devices. For you to hack a blockchain, you must hack everybody's phone. In other words, for you to hack the Bitcoin blockchain, you must be able to hack all people's phone, including my phone, your phone, and all everybody that is using the blockchain across the world, which is simply impossible.
yes, it's
So
true.
it is very, very safe for people to transact on the blockchain, and it is one of the invention and that is why people said Satoshi Nakamoto is the universe that has come to liberate mankind, because the US have never, even themselves they have never seen this kind of technology before. They're like, how did this guy come up with this technology? A technology that is transparent, it is impossible to hack, and the more people use it, the more powerful it gets. It's like I said, in 2010, with my phone, I can just solve a captcha and earn almost 10 Bitcoin. But now it is simply impossible, because more people are on the network and it's getting more stronger. And in the future, it will get even more stronger and stronger.
Yes,
Okay. So
that is
people need
very
to
true.
understand that. Yeah, so people need to understand that as you try to come into this space, you must also educate yourself and understand the difference between the blockchain, cryptocurrency exchange, a wallet, types of wallet. So your cryptocurrency wallet, for example, like Binance, can be hacked. Maybe when you misuse your login details, but the blockchain itself cannot be hacked. So when you hear that people say, my cryptocurrency account has been hacked or my crypto account has been hacked, be rest assured that it is an exchange that has been hacked and the funds there were taken out. So it is the most secure database, and it is one of the most reliable database, and that is why, again, government are afraid to adopt it, because they know that they can't. When you adopt this technology, you can't mess with people's money, and they know that when cryptocurrency and blockchain can be also be adopted through voting. You see, we are all in Nigeria now. We saw what happened during the election, where the INEC official was just announcing result that we don't know where even got the result from. But in the case of blockchain, you can be reading the result in real time, and people will be able to see what is happening in real time. You can't change it, and nobody. What did we hear? We've heard that our IREV was hacked, and it went down, and the system was down, and people, we don't know how. This is the results were not coming on in real time, but that will never happen with blockchain. If these people have adopted blockchain, we won't have all those challenges of because you can't even hack it. So we won't have any downtime. We won't have people hacking it, because it will simply be impossible. All right. So it's all about education. When we come into it, and that is why I always emphasize, before you come into cryptocurrency, you must be educated. You must know how
Yeah.
this thing works. Yes, you
Yes.
must know how this thing work. You must know the difference between crypto wallet, custodial wallet, centralized exchanges, decentralized exchanges, and the best way to secure your finances. And one of the best ways in which people can come in, when you come to the cryptocurrency space, make sure you don't save your passwords online. Always write them down, because when you get hacked, when people get hacked, especially those of us that are in the cryptocurrency space, when people hack your account, the first thing they start to target are your passwords. So when you write your
Okay.
password down and you didn't put them online, it is more safer that way. Okay.
Mm.
So I don't know if I've answered that question for now.
Yes, yes. One of them two-factor. What I normally use is and most people use is two-factor authentication. Tell us about
Yes.
are you aware of two-factor authentication? I normally use it to protect my transactions
Yes. Two-factor authentication
in
is a
case you take
second
my
layer.
password, access.
Yeah. Yeah, so two-factor authentication is a second layer technology that can be used to protect your account, and I advise people to always make sure they use two-factor authentication, because it is very difficult to hack,
Important.
unless you are a careless person. So I also use it. So it's very effective in protecting your finance and protecting your funds. So it's a very good security measure to put in place if you are into the digital space, especially as it relates to cryptocurrency.
Okay, that is very wonderful. Okay, so
Mhm.
thank you for that, for the clarification. So I want to know about your coin, the TACC, the Abundance Community Coin. I have read your white paper, and I'm very happy about the project. This is a kind of project that have the vision, and the core of the project is the interest of African
Mhm.
people at heart. I've never seen a white paper like this that really focus on developing, improving the welfare of
Mhm.
African people. That is why I'm
Mhm.
totally in support of this project, and I'll be very happy to be a part of it. I want you to tell us
Mhm.
about the inception, how it started. I heard the founder is from Caribbean islands, and
Yeah.
I would like to know how it can be able to really put wealth in the hands of Africans. We have this
Mhm.
problem of people that are not so digital literate in Africa. How can the common
Yes.
man, common woman on the street know about this tap into risks? How can we be able to do this? And what are the challenges involved in doing this?
Okay. And thank you very much. I've often said that I'm a neo Pan-Africanist. And as a neo Pan-Africanist, my vision is to emancipate Africans mentally and then financially, because when you emancipate people mentally and financially, then you are finally emancipate them. And Marcus Garvey said, any race outside your race that comes to you and said, brother, sister, I have an economic blueprint that will set you out of poverty, know that that economic blueprint is that of enslavement. I want to say it again. Marcus Garvey said, the honorable ancestor Marcus Garvey said, any race outside your race that comes to you and said, my brother, my sister, I have an economic blueprint that will lift you out of poverty. Know for sure, know for certain that that economic blueprint is that of enslavement. And I happen to be a student of ancestor, the great ancestors, Dr. Osagyefo Nkrumah. He said that we should seek ye political independence and every other thing shall be added unto us. However, our CEO, being a visionary leader from the Caribbean, he said, seek ye financial and economic independence and every other thing shall be added unto you. So Dr. Osagyefo, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah have given us independence, have given Ghana independence, and by extension Africa. So we in the Abundance Community Coin, we are taking these footsteps of the likes of Dr. Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah, Patrice Lumumba, Thomas Sankara, Marcus Garvey, to bring a platform that will emancipate our people financially, because we are at the last stage of colonialism, which is new colonialism. And if we can emancipate our people financially and mentally, then the war is over. The war is over. So this is why our CEO, when he came, the first time he came to Africa was in 2017, and the first country he landed was in Cameroon. And when he came, he saw the level of poverty there, and he said, this cannot happen in a continent that is wealthy. We are the most wealthiest continent on earth, and we are actually the continent that is filled with milk and honey, that is flowing with milk and honey. But it's quite unfortunate that our people are not seeing this opportunity, and they are running to the land of the Mzungu. So when our CEO saw this, he said, back in the days, I was also in the cryptocurrency community. He was also in that same cryptocurrency community, and that the CEO of that cryptocurrency community was a white man. Along the line, the CEO of TACC got to understand that back then we are all members of the coin, and we were leaders. But we got to understand that this man was scamming us. When the CEO, the current CEO of TACC, approached the man ridiculed the founder of TACC, and he threw him out of the community. And our CEO said, no, these people cannot continue to exploit us like this. Let us create our own coin. On the 4th of November 2019, we came together within Africa and the Caribbean. And like I said, our CEO is from the twin island of Antigua and Barbuda. And those of us that came together to create TACC, we have never seen each other physically. Never. We just met on a platform, and we said we are tired of white people taking advantage of us. We are tired of engaging in scams that these people bring to us. Let us come together and create our own platforms. And from Nigeria to Ghana to Antigua and Barbuda to Bahamas to St. Kitts to St. Lucia to USA to the black people in USA to Canada to London, we came together. We have never ever seen each other physically, and we contributed money, and we created this coin in 2019. In 2021, our coin went on the exchange, and our all-time high went as high as $33 for a coin. So our vision firstly is to eradicate poverty globally, and to usher in a United States of Africa, is to unite black people globally. Our mission is to become the alternate financial solution, because our CEO has said that TACC TACC is for everybody, but our center of gravity, our main purpose, our main center of gravity is Black people, because we are the most economically stressed people. We make no apology for that. And when we begin to say the people think we are racist, we are not racist. We want financial inclusion for our people. We want our people to also benefit from finance, because finance is not just for one particular group of people, it's for everybody. Everybody has the right to financial freedom. And we said, okay, let us create TACC and put this coin in the hands of our people. So in 2021, we started trading. We went on 2 other exchanges, and the CEO of that exchange started becoming jealous of our progress. And our CEO observed it and said this, and the guy started working against us. And our CEO pulled the coins out back from the exchange, and we said, okay, anything that these people have done, we can also do it. We need to create our own exchange that will function like that, will operate that can compete with Binance, because Binance was created by a human being. We also can create our own Binance, and other people can come to us and trade. We can't always be going to them to go and trade on their platform. Let them also come to us and trade on our platform. So, and that is why we have created TACC. Yes, and our goal is, and that's why we are going to the interiors of Ghana to put this coin in the hands of our people. And the thing is, we went for a presentation, and some of the people that came for this presentation were hairdressers, were Okada men, and I was so happy within me. I was happy within me because I said, if we can get these people to financial freedom, if these people can buy even just 3 coins, I'll be happy within me, because look at where Bitcoin is today. If these people can just buy this coin and hold, few years down the line, and they became wealthy, if I die, I'll die a fulfilled person, because nobody knew what Bitcoin would become. And our CEO has always reminded us that a greater than Bitcoin is here, which is TACC. So we are targeting our people who are financially depressed, who are financially vulnerable, to put this coin in their hands. And we are getting traction here in Ghana. Like I said, this is why I'm in Ghana. And people are beginning to come on board. Even those who, even now, when we go for presentation and people hear us present, even those without smartphone begin to show interest, because they know that, no, this is the time for us to stand up and create things for ourselves. So we have membership in 54 countries and still counting. Like I said, our membership is mostly within Africa and the Caribbean. And of course, you know for a fact that the Caribbean is being densely populated by Black people. So our CEO, like I said, happens to be the descendant of a slave. And you know, thank God I'm talking to an awakened person like you. You know that these people stole our history in the Bible. You see,
Yes.
And they stole everything and they changed it and brought it back to us in a different way. So our CEO happens to be that person. Should I say that prophetic Moses that grew up in the house of the Pharaoh? That, you know, in the Bible, it says that I'll take you into slavery, and after 400 years, I'll bring you back to the motherland, and you come and build the motherland. So our CEO has come back with knowledge, with wisdom, and with experience, and he's really doing a great job, I must say, to help rebuild the continent. And he, in his country, he has he has a lot of people who are supporting the mission, and not just in his country, in the Caribbean. We have a lot of people who are supporting this project in St. Lucia, in the Bahamas, in St. Kitts and Nevis, in Jamaica. We have a lot of Black people that are waking up to say, no, enough is enough. Truly, we need to build our own economy. And whenever I think about it, the majority of holders of TACC are Black people. I get elated. I become more happy, because I just want to see our people control money, and the future is crypto. And those who control money, we will go. Crypto TACC is going to be bigger than Bitcoin, and it gives me great joy that I'm presenting this to our people, and I'm calling on our people to let us join forces. This is time for us to build. Marcus, like I've quoted Marcus Garvey. He said, there's no race outside your race that will come to save you. No China that is coming to save you. No US that is coming to save us. No Japanese. The Japanese didn't seek salvation outside of themselves. The Chinese didn't seek salvation outside outside of themselves. The white Caucasian didn't seek salvation outside of themselves. When they're seeking salvation, they look within themselves. And this is exactly what we are doing in TACC. We're not looking outward for anybody to come and save us. We are saving ourselves. We are taking responsibility for our action, and we are towing the line of our ancestors, like the likes of Gavin, the Osage Force, the Yereres, and we are really we are really making progress, and we are at that point where we have said enough is enough. Our time for wealth is now. We must take advantage of it as it relates to cryptocurrency.
Exactly. Thank you very much. And this is the main thing I love about this coin. I discovered that it's a coin that has been founded and pioneered by conscious people, conscious
Yes.
Africans.
Yes.
That is what got me excited. And that's the main reason why I'm talking to you today. There have been other coins that I've seen people trying to start up in Nigeria. I've seen some kind of coins out there. I look at them and say, these coins, they don't have the capacity to be able to help African people. But this is the first one that I've really seen that it's centered about the core of development, improving, advancing, and educating, enlightening, and empowering our people. That is why I am solidly behind the project, and I'm very excited about to do that.
I also forgot to add. Yes, I also forgot to add. We are, like I said, we are currently raising our hard cap, and one of the programs that we set out to do is to carry out Afro Diasporan Cup of Nations. It's a process just like we have Confederation of African Cup, where African nations play their own cup of the African Cup of Nations. We intend to have Afro Diasporan Cup of Nations, where countries in the Caribbean and countries in Africa will come together and play football competitions. And we also have a program that we're going to do in the future, which is known as Afro-Caribbean cultural trade and cultural festival. So it's a process where cultures within Africa and the Caribbean will come together, and then we have to unite our people. Our people have to unite through culture, through socialization. We have to people that want to know more of their history can come to Africa and know more about their history. So this is what we are trying to do, and when we successfully raise our hard cap, we are going to do all those projects. We are also trying to do what is known as Afro Diasporan City. It's a process where we are trying to create cities that will welcome those people Africans in the diaspora that were enslaved to come back to our way, so that when they come back to Africa, they will have a very conducive place to stay. It's like creating a city within a city. So these are just some of the programs that we intend to create. Our programs we attract everybody around the world, but mostly our program is targeted towards we as a people, we as a culture, we as people who have a shared ancestry, who have a shared history of slavery, colonization, and new colonization.
Thank you very much. It's a very good project. This is a project that I've never seen many people decide to go to do. So I'm very happy about this. My question now is that I hope that the founders, your people, have been able to put a lot of measures to protect this vision, because this vision is obvious that the agents of colonization will not want to see this kind of thing happen. People that came to Africa to enslave and oppress us, they will not want this kind of project to come to light. They are going to do everything in their power to destroy it, just the way they have been destroying all our projects in the past. I hope you are aware of this. We have enemies. Our enemies, they are not sleeping. They are still very active. We see them every day. So a project like this, they will not want it to come to light. So my question is that, what are you people doing? Because in the area of cryptocurrency, there is this phenomenon we call pump and dump, whereby any new coin that is coming out with positive traction, you just see some angel investors that will just come, they will just invest a large sum of money inside. Then the value of the coin will increase overnight. Then after 2 weeks or a month, they will sell off their share and make double the profit, and then the coin will just crash, and then the rest people holding the little fractions, they will start whipping their asset will just go on that value, and at the end of the day, the coin will be destroyed. This scam has been penetrated for a very long time. During the time of McAfee, the founder of McAfee Antivirus, he did it a lot to many new coins in America, And 3 years ago, Elon Musk did this to Bitcoin. We're all aware what Elon Musk did to Bitcoin in America, when he wake up one day and invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. The value went from about $20,000 to over $40,000. Then within 2 months, Elon Musk sold his share. He made double that money, and Bitcoin price crashed. And he did this. The whole world got upset. And even that hacker group Anonymous threatened him that if he tries that again, they are going to deal with him. Everybody, even I lost almost $1,000 due to that scam Elon Musk did with Bitcoin. I lost almost $1,000. I was shocked that he could do that with Bitcoin. He did the pump and dump scam. And recently, a popular celebrity in Nigeria, his name starts with D. I don't want to mention his name. He did the same thing again with his own coin. He defrauded his own fans. He made almost $700,000 by doing pump and dump. The reason I don't know is not getting any law in Nigeria to go against people that defraud others with Bitcoin. So this is a scam that people do all the time to new coins. How are you people protecting against this kind of people so that they don't come and do pump and dump in the TACC and destroy the whole thing? What are you people put in place to protect against this very thing?
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, when we are raising our soft cap in 2021, our CEO put a lot of measures in place to make sure that doesn't happen. One of the things he did was that the highest amount of TACC you can buy as of that time is $1 million. No, the cap was, so if you want to buy anything starting from $1 million above, you have to come to him directly, because he has to know you and he has to know why you are buying $1 million worth of TACC. So when we are raising our soft cap again, a lot of people came with the proposal that, sir, we want to engage in your soft cap, because they cannot buy it on the website, because if you want to go and buy it on the website, the algorithm stops you from buying. So they have to come to him and say, we want to buy $3 million worth of your coin, $4 million worth of our coin. Meanwhile, we're trying to raise just $2.5 million. And they say they want to buy $4 million worth of our coin. And our CEO told them that no, it's simply impossible. He cannot do that. And that was, the law is that you cannot buy above this certain amount. We have put that measures in place right now. Currently, there's a certain amount of coin that you cannot buy above $1 million. You cannot buy it unless you have to meet the CEO face to face, and he wants to know why you are buying that amount of coin. Our CEO, he has usually tell us that this is not about money. This is a man that has made more money than he can spend in his life. Like I told you, he has contested for the highest office in his country, Prime Minister. So it's a man that has been accomplished. So he said, look, this thing is not about him. It's not about people coming to take advantage because they think he's looking for money. It's not looking for money. He really want to build. Once he said, it's time for us. Enough is enough. Let us build something worthwhile. Let us build something that will not be controlled by other people. So there are measures. Even if as I speak to you now, when we go to the market, there are measures put in place for people not to sell all their coins. We are still putting measures to even help people not to make people not to dump all their coins, because our people, in as much as you try to educate them, you must sometimes be hard on them not to waste their future. So we are putting measures in place that when we go live, when we start trading on our exchange, you won't be able to sell all your coins at once. There's a certain amount of coins that you'll be able to sell, so that this amount of coins will be released to you over a period of 18 months. So you can't just come now and buy $10 million worth of TACC. It will not happen. You can't even buy $5 million worth of TACC now. So we are putting really measures in place to make sure that our project is not sabotaged by pump and dump. When our CEO is selling this mission, he's not selling it. He's trying. In all our FM, in all our radio stations outing, we are telling people the honest truth. We're not here to sell you quick solution to your problem. We are here to sell you something that will help you, but we have to work it out together. We're not here to tell you that if you put 1 million here or $1,000 here in the next 3 years or 2 months, in the next 2 months, 9 months, you're able to cash out big. No, we are here to tell you that, look, we have studied Bitcoin and we have known for a fact what Bitcoin has done. We are asking you that, look, based on what Bitcoin has done, we have studied this technology and we want to replicate it. If you can buy, we're not encouraging people to even buy 100 coins. We are asking you to buy even just 2 or even 3 or even 1. Just have it, because having $63,000 now is not a small money. In Nigerian currency now, $64,000, around 90 million naira thereabout. So imagine somebody having just one Bitcoin in 2010 now, and today one Bitcoin is around $90 million. You won't have to go to your parent for school fees. You don't have to worry your parent about anything. Politicians will not even have to buy your vote. You won't have to suffer unnecessarily. So we are encouraging our people, especially those who are vulnerable, to like take advantage. And that is why when we are spreading this project, we're not really targeting the rich. We're not really targeting the rich. Like I said, our CEO has access to investors, a lot of investors that are ready to pour in millions of this project. But the man, like, to be honest, I've never seen a visionary like this. Like, when you see, and I call him the reincarnation of Gavi, because this is the exact thing that Gavi tried to do almost 300 years ago. So we are here to really work for our people, and we are here to stay forever. Like, we are really here. Me, for myself, I don't see myself doing any other project in this life aside this project. This is what I say, this is what I'm born to do. This is what I set out to do. And if we must emancipate our people, we must control the money. We must be financially buoyant, because you can be talking. There are people listening to people that have money, and that is why our society is in the way it is now, because people that don't have sense have money, and that is and when you talk, people listen. So somebody that doesn't have sense and has money, and he talks that people listen, the society becomes more foolish. So those of us that are becoming more awakened, we must chase that money, not for selfish purposes, but to channel it into doing the right things that will be beneficial to our people. Tahuti told us that Tahuti said that when you attain riches, follow your heart. So by this statement, he means he wants us to really attain riches. And when we attain these riches, what are we going to do with it? We need to channel these riches into building our people, into building something that will really benefit our people. And this is what we are bringing to the table.
Thank you very much. I'm very, very excited to hear this. And this is almost similar things I've been saying in my channel. To be spiritualist does not mean that you have to be poor. In fact, the spiritualist, you must be wealthy, because wealth is power. Money is power. You cannot claim to be a spiritualist, a powerful spiritualist, and you don't have money. Money gives you capacity to do many things, to solve many problems, to protect yourself, to protect what you love, what you value, and to help your people. So some people have this notion, like especially in Christianity, that wealth is evil. They always take money from people every time. But they take the money for themselves. Then they say a poor man with Jesus is better than a rich man with just a scam. A big scam. As a spiritualist, you must be wealthy. You must have capacity to protect yourself, to do things. So spirituality and wealth go together. Look at the history of Africa. Look at our African ancestors. Look at our Benin ancestors. Look at the ancient Egyptians, the Kushites. When you see the artifacts that they left behind, that the Europeans came to steal, you know that these are very expensive artifacts. People that did this, they are highly spiritual. They are in touch with nature, in touch with divinity, and they are not poor people. When you look at those the King Tut's tomb, Tutankhamun, you look at his tomb, you know that this person is not a poor person. He was a billionaire. If there's any more that billionaire, it was a trillionaire. Our Benin ancestors, these are billionaires. They are not poor. We cannot say because you are practicing spirituality that you have to be poor. It's an oxymoron. So we need to pursue wealth, and we need to control our wealth. That's why we must go into get our own cryptocurrency, get our own facilities, our own technology. We must promote it. We must run it for us by us. This is why I'm totally in love with this project. It is an African thing, 100% African thing, and we should try to support it. Wealth is good. Wealth is power. If you don't have money, no matter how you talk, nobody will listen to you.
Sure.
Nobody, especially in a place like Nigeria.
No.
If you not get money, you'll be monkey. That's what they will tell you. No, no girl will, no woman will even want to be with you. So we
Nobody.
need
No.
to well to when we have capacity to protect our children, protect our
Yes.
future. Nobody can come to our country to tell us any nonsense,
Mm-hmm.
to be
Mm-hmm.
talking to us anyhow, even calling themselves IMS to be telling us what to do. It's very, very
Mm-hmm.
insulting. And this
Mm-hmm.
we poverty is to disrespect. You for a poor
Yes.
man, you are disrespecting. It is something we should not to any scripture that say poverty is good, that poverty is a virtue. We should reject it. We must reject it.
Yes.
Poverty is not a virtue. Poverty is wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
It is it is death.
Mm-hmm.
Let me not be
Mm-hmm.
saying that we should not. So this cryptocurrency we should invest in it. And the way I see it
Sure.
with presentation is not a quick money thing. It is something just buy it, then wait in the future it will rise value. When Bitcoin came at that time, I was very aware when it came out. With it because I've been tech savvy for so long. I know when Bitcoin was selling for $10. I just thought it was a gimmick. I didn't buy. Today I'm regretting. $10 I still did not buy. But I'm looking at Bitcoin when it was almost going 5, 10. That was when I was scrambling. I know about Bitcoin, but I've seen the currency. If you're going into it, I will tell you just this is not a quick rich project. Okay, long term, buy it and keep it. Don't worry about it. If you have any disposable income, just buy 2, 3, 10 coin, keep it somewhere. Forget about it. In the future,
Yeah.
it's so appreciate. I've seen it have potential, and if you really safeguard it and you really do your community really invest in this project, it has potential of exploding in the future. So it's something that I will encourage every African to at least buy to make it go viral, to buy to make it grow. When it's stabilized and start appreciating, I benefit from it. And this is a way of having our own wealth, our own thing. Nobody can come to tell us how to do it. Or can you wake up every day and say, okay, we shut down the platform, we restrict you from going here, and restrict you from this. No, 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 no. We don't have that. Okay, something that will unify us, unite people.
Yes.
We make us be taking our own seriously. We empower us. This is why it is something that I'm very happy about. So if people want to buy this coin now, how can they buy it?
Okay. So for people who know how to buy Bitcoin by themselves, they can just go to our website, theabundancecoin.com. Theabundancecoin.com. THE abundancecoin.com. So once they go there, they can scroll down. At the scroll down, they will see a yellow button, buy now. So once you click on buy now, it will take you to our exchange. And when you go to our exchange, you'll be asked to register. And after registration, you click on portfolio, you will see where to deposit Bitcoin. If you deposit Bitcoin, you'll be able to buy TACC directly. That is those who have knowledge of cryptocurrency already. And it is free to register. So, and there are also videos on the website. So once you go to the website, just scroll down, you will see our team. So once you go down, you will see videos how to register, how to buy coins. Everything is there. So for people who don't have knowledge of buying Bitcoin by themselves, we have for those in Nigeria, they will have a platform that you can join, and then you send money to you can create the account, and then you can join the platform and you send money. There's an account number that will be made available in the platform, and you send money to the account number, and then you send screenshot of the payment. Then you send your username to the group, and your account will be funded within 24 to 48 hours. Okay, so we have such groups too in Ghana. We have such groups too in South Africa. We have such groups too in the US, and we have such groups too in Papua New Guinea. We have such groups too in Togo. Yes. So, and for those who still want clarity, you can see maybe I can give me, if you permit me, I can still give my number here. They can my WhatsApp number here. They can reach out to me, and then we'll
Okay.
further get.
Okay, please leave me because I'm sure that many people will be interested. Even me, I'm very interested. So I've gone through the platform.
Okay.
I've seen, I've registered, but right now I don't have a due to the way that Nigeria have compressed Binance. A lot of our funds got trapped inside when they started this issue of their currency fluctuation that the central bank could not solve. They started attacking all the cryptocurrency platforms. Even they have dropped all cryptocurrency platforms in Nigeria, yet the dollar is still skyrocketing. Sorry, the naira is about 1,000, despite the central bank seems to be failing. I see Nigerian policy is not encouraging manufacturing. We buy a lot of things, and government keep looking for foreign investors, and yet the companies here that they are killing the companies in the country again. So our economy is not balanced. So all the crypto platforms right now, that have trading naira, they are not working. So these are kind of discourage. What is happening is discouraging the use of cryptocurrency. Despite that fact, people are still using it. Okay. So let's say I want to buy a bank account now. You can put that link. Maybe we'll put it under the video for people that want to transfer and people that want to buy this coin just to save it. I think that will be the best way for now. So people will save this coin knowing that this is not something that we get now. It's within 5-10 years, it will multiply in value. It's not a quick money scheme. If they can notice that this is a future investment, then they can do this. Another disadvantage of crypto again that I have seen for all the good things is that there is the issue of next of kin. Crypto wallet does not have next of kin. This is a major disadvantage. When you have your cryptocurrency in a place, only you know the password. Nobody knows it. You know the password. If you die, it is lost. How can we solve this problem in the future? Because it's a good thing for your loved one to inherit your crypto portfolio. A lot of wallets don't have any system. This is the major disadvantage I see, that if you have wealth in cryptocurrency and you're afraid to give that password to anybody else, when you die with it. Nobody can get access to it. So I hope that maybe in the future, it's a general problem. In the future, we can be able to solve this problem. Or you can give somebody your password that you really, really trust. In case anything happens to you, they can get access to those coins, because if the person passes away, most times nobody have access to your password except they're going to invoke your spirit from the dead to ask to tell them your password. This is a major problem. It is so secure to this extent. If they can adopt a next of kin system in the future, we can get a lot.
Yes. You see, somebody said that the way in which wealth was passed down from generation to generation in the past was through um, land, through assets like gold, or through banking, stuff like that. But now, asset transfer or wealth transfer is going to happen through passwords and usernames. So that challenge has been in the cryptocurrency space, and that is why I've always advised people that you must write your password down and your usernames down. So you need to have a book where you have all your cryptocurrency passwords or even usernames. For now, this is the alternative that we are giving. You need to have a place where you write all these things down. So your user, maybe your email password, your cryptocurrency password and username, so that when you pass away, you can be able to tell your children that when they have access to this book, this is where you have you have kept your asset. So when immediately they have access to the book, they will be able to log in your email and even log into your account and then see what is there for them. So it's a generational, generational transfer through passwords and usernames. Yeah. So for now, that is what we have in place.
Okay, good. Because this is very, very serious matter. Imagine somebody having billions of dollars in crypto wallet, and then they pass away by accident and nobody can access it. That money just lost forever. Just lost forever. This is not a good thing. They should be able. The problem will not be trust. Who can you trust enough to tell that I have some document that the person will not go and steal it before you die, and then you become a poor man while you're still alive? This is a major problem we should look at. We should find a way. Country, they now have, like in El Salvador, that adopted crypto as their national currency, adopted Bitcoin as their national currency. What they have is they have crypto banks, votes, they call it the Bitcoin bank, where you can store your Bitcoin. We actually have a next of kin. In case the person dies, the next of kin can actually have access to those coins. People in all over the world that are billionaires in crypto. From their cryptocurrencies in those vaults or those banks, in case they die, their next of kin will actually have access. They have some things like this in Sudan. They have some in El Salvador. Maybe with time we also have some in Africa and Nigeria as well, like crypto banks where people can actually save these things and they will have their next of kin. We have access to it.
Our CEO is also looking toward that aspect of banking and all those stuff like that in the coming future, where we'll be able to bank your cryptos and other stuff like that. So also looking towards that direction. We are a very big project, and like I said, we want to stand in the gap once and for all. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
I agree. I totally agree. We need to have our own crypto because everybody's having theirs. Even gimmick coins, they're all making money. Where is African people in this space? We are nowhere to be found. It's only TACC that is trying to challenge this space and come into this space. Of course, you guys we face a lot of difficulty. I know this for sure. Nothing good comes easy.
Yes.
But with support and unity and steadfastness, we will succeed and we will overcome. Okay, so I'm very happy and I want to thank you for putting your energy and behind this project. So it's not an easy thing to. This is a lifetime project that we span. What you are doing now, you will not see the result now. So there's been a lot of hard. You'll not see the result now. You will still start seeing the result within 10 to 20 years. Not everybody is willing to sacrifice this time and energy for a project like this. Okay, so I want to thank you very much and your team dedicating your life to say this has to be that we have our own coin and we are going to do this thing to sacrifice our time to make sure that Africa have their own coin that will stand the test of time. So I'm very delighted and I'll try my best to give you all the support. And I will still like to be a member. So please, the link of how to join that group, after I load this video, you can put it, I will ask you for it to put it on that so that people that are interested, that want to support you, they can join and they can, including those ones that don't have any kind of wallet, they want to support the exchange, they can easily just transfer money and make sure they have 1 or 2 coins, they leave it there. They know at least they have contributed, they have also buy the coin too. Many people have difficulty trying to get wallets or this, but they can use bank to pay. It will be faster. They have the exchange, they save their password. They know we are now have 3 or 5 TACC somewhere. Keep it for the next 5 years. It must always go up. It will never, that money is not lost, but it's a investment. So this is what I encourage people to do, that we should all for this project as a Pan-African. We should at least buy a coin of this project and keep it. Buy it, save your password, save your email, and just leave it for the next 5 years, 3 years. And when you come back, you must see that it has increased in value. It's not going, because the more people use it, the more it increases in value, the more awareness is created, the more it increases. So this is something that we can never go wrong with. You will never lose in doing this. And it's a long-term investment. It's not something that you buy today, tomorrow you expect to become a billionaire. We have to be patient. This is a work in progress. Be seen like this so that you don't say that I buy coin today, I've gotten nothing. You should know that this is a long-term investment. So if you don't have disposable income, don't go, don't buy it. But I'm sure 2 or 3 coins for now. It's not expensive, but not more than $4 for now. Anybody can afford. Average person in Africa can afford to have 1 or 2. Where Bitcoin started.
Yes.
It will still increase. We have nothing to lose. Okay. So I'm very delighted and I thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Podcast is very interesting. And please keep I'll be following the project. Encourage everyone watching to also be following the project. And we invest and support it. From time to time, I'll still come back to ask you how far if there's any major events going on. I'll be very happy to talk to you again about it.
I will add it to our WhatsApp group. Yes, I'll add it to our WhatsApp group.
Okay, great. I'm very delighted. I'll be very.
Yeah, we have WhatsApp group. We also have Telegram group.
Okay, I'm very delighted. Yeah. I thank you very much for coming on this live show. And I was very delighted that we as Pan-Africans are actually stepping into the financial markets and doing our own thing. And it's very good. We must control our wealth, control our resources. And this is a one step in. That's all we can use to do it. Okay. So I'm very delighted to
Mhm.
do. So do you have any message for the viewers? Any message
Okay.
of love, hope, and
So
aspirations?
yeah. And thank you very much. I must really appreciate you for hosting me on your show. I've been watching your videos for a very long time, and I must say you are a angry and passionate Pan African. And people here, when I come to your channel, and I'm just hearing you speak, I just laugh. I say this person is really very so.
What can you do now? Not really business.
so, so it's a pleasure to be on your show, and thank you for hosting me. And to your viewers out there, and to our fellow Pan Africanists, I want to tell us that nobody is coming to save us, and we are our own saviors. We are our own problem, and we are also our own solution. And we can
Exactly.
also we can we it's time for us to start taking action towards changing our destiny. One of the things that Pan Africanists have done in the past is most of them have talk, but no action, because action is difficult. It's not everybody that can go through the pressure, through the hardship of creating something. So, but if we don't create, then nobody is going to create for. If we don't create, then somebody outside of our race is going to create for us. And when they come and create for us, then they're definitely going to enslave us. So the world
Control.
is becoming dangerous out there. We must build our own platforms. We must control our money, our monetary system. We must control our news. We must control what we eat, and we must control the things that we make use of. So cryptocurrency is the new money, and cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is the TACC is the Bitcoin for Black people. If you have missed Bitcoin, then be rest assured that you have a new Bitcoin here. As a Black man, as a Black
Mm.
woman, you have a new Bitcoin here, and take advantage of this and share it with your family and friends. This is my financial emancipation, and we must do our part. And I call upon you, please, to support us. We cannot do this alone. We cannot do this alone. We need to join forces, and we need to, with our togetherness, we are going to help each other grow. In African spirituality, we have what is called Ubuntu. You are because I am. I am because we are. So together, we are going to create our economy and say no to financial slavery. So thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be on your podcast, and I will always be available whenever you need me and to explain more things to you. And I'll always be there for more clarity to explain more about what we are doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The pleasure is mine. So I wish you a wonderful day, and I'm very grateful.
Thank
And
you.
please, I want to talk about my new book too. For those people that have not gotten my new book,
Okay.
this is a Whisper Ability, Pathways of Ascension. You need to have one of these books too, or
Okay.
get you one of them. This is a book that is
No problem.
connects with our African deities. It's a direct connection to the Egyptian deities or West African deities, and
Okay.
it goes deep into African spirituality. For people that want to understand the science of
Okay.
African spirituality and want to make contact with the deities, this book is for them. Very powerful book. I have to recommend it here. For those that have not
Mhm.
gotten it, please try to get a copy. Then for other people, if you want to know
No
about
problem.
how to do spells, there's about 200 spells here in
Mhm.
this very book, Walking in the Shadow of the Gods. It's based on our Kemetic deities. And you can learn a lot
Mhm.
about making doing spells by yourself, and it will help you to grow, to develop, and increase your capacity. Then this one is about quantum physics.
Mhm.
That talks about the origin of quantum physics from Africa. For those people that want to know the connection
Mhm.
between African spirituality and quantum physics, they want the scientific evidence. They want to know how the quantum physics is done. They want to know the philosophy, the ideology behind it, and all those
Mhm.
concepts is from Africa. And you want to know about time
Mhm.
travel, space travel, the future of humanity.
Mhm.
This book contains all those information right here, so you can contact me for them. This is the three books I have written so
Mhm.
far. Very powerful books on the
Wow.
evolution of consciousness of African people. We need this information to develop our conscious identity and to know
Mhm.
how to improve ourselves and how to be holistic with respect of developing our own
Mhm.
technologies, controlling our own future, our financial scape, and everything about that. So I thank you
Mhm.
very much for being on this podcast and people that are watching. I'm
Thank
very, very delighted.
you.
And of course, I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So I thank you very, very
Mhm.
much, Tom. It's a great pleasure. I wish you a very wonderful time in Ghana, and I'll be seeing you soon. So take care and bye.
All right.
Take care.
All right. All right.
It's a pleasure.
Peace.